Well, hold on a second.
There's Michael Vick right
Michael
there.
Vick is just,
hey, buddy, how are you,
Mike,
man?
would you honor us
hey,
and come up?
Come on, buddy. How are you,
got a second?
Man? Good to see you, man.
All right,
Good to see
also,
you.
Mike Vick just walked up to.
Oh, wow.
It's actually, you know what? I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah.
You made a decision on you're closing down the Georgia Dome to bring back Mike Vick.
Right, we did.
What was your when whose idea was that?
Well, they came to me. They asked me how would I feel about it, and I'll tell you, with Michael sitting right here, you know, one of my favorite players of all time, and helped us build a franchise. And that I said, of course. I mean, Michael, you know, obviously made some mistakes in his life and scratched the skin of anybody in this building, 10,000, 20,000 people, or 85,000 people that'll be there, you know, on Sunday, and you're going to find some mistakes. But Michael, like the best of us, I think, learned from his mistakes, has certainly paid his price, both professionally and personally, has made his life about, you know, the dedication not only to his family, but to the lives of other young folks and making the right choices along the way. And for that, you know, I have nothing but admiration of Michael. And he is part of our family, part of my organic family, and he's part of our extended family. And
am I wrong to say this?
I want to say one other thing.
Go ahead.
Michael just wrote an article, which I don't know if you had a chance to read or not, about what Atlanta means to him. And I will tell you that, you know, of my 6 kids and my wife's 3 kids, I had probably 4 of them say to me, and Michael doesn't even know this, when they read the article, they were crying because it was such a beautiful expression of emotion and feelings coming from somebody that they really have love for in a very personal way. And to hear him reflect back on his career and what Atlanta means to him was great for them and great for us. So we're proud that Michael is in our fold and certainly one of us.
Doug Gottlieb Show, CBS Sports Radio. It's interesting because I was going to ask you, fair to say he's still the most popular Atlanta Falcon?
Well, today I would say is Matt Ryan, but I mean...
Well, hold on, Mike,
yeah,
you don't...
Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There are a lot of Atlanteans who still love Mike Vick,
yeah.
which is great, and that's the way it should always be, and he should be honored in that way.
You got to live in the present. You got to live in the present.
What did it mean for you to have them bring you back when they closed down the Georgia Dome?
Oh, man, it was great. I almost wanted to cry when I got the phone call that I was coming back. It was something that I thought about for a long time and always wanted, just didn't know how to go about, you know, asking in the right way. But I knew Mr. Blank always would keep the doors open for me. I just knew that the timing had to be right, and it was perfect timing.
Not all owners have their players back. Not all owners would even allow you to come back, considering how it ended. What has your relationship with Mr. Blank meant to you?
It's been great over the years, and I was just walking through, and I'm doing the radio row, and I had another obligation, and I just happened to see him, and I just lit up. I mean, anytime I have an opportunity to see Mr. Blank, I mean, or talk to him, it brings back so many memories of the conversations that we used to have when I was young. And, a lot of those conversations I still can remember to this day. And I'm just thankful that I had somebody in my life who really, cared about me as a person, not a football player.
Mr. Blank, you have to go. Before you go, you're opening.
I don't have to go. As long as Michael's here, I'm here.
All right, fine. Okay. You're opening a brand new state-of-the-art stadium that is
right.
spectacular.
It is.
What would it mean for you to open that new stadium and unfurl a championship banner?
Well, it'd be incredible. I mean, the stadium itself is iconic in every sense of the word. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it's unique in its design, its construction. It's going to be unique in terms of fan experience, food and beverage pricing, et cetera. But, that stadium will rest on the laurels of everybody that's gone before, including Michael Vick and including a lot of our players, and now going forward our soccer franchise as well, and great concerts, et cetera. So, we are about representing and acknowledging our history and our legacy, et cetera, and relates to Michael. I mean, I couldn't be more thrilled for him professionally and personally to see his beautiful wife and 3 children be with us several weeks ago and be with us even today, catching us just CBS on air.
Yeah.
Just lucky for me.
Yeah.
Really, I spoke to Michael several days ago, and I hope to see him this week, and this is a blessing for me.
That's a blessing.
And and I feel like this is actually going to push us over the top on Sunday.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Yes.
When you watch Sunday, will there be any sense in your heart of that should have been me?
No, it should be them. I mean, listen. Like I've been telling people, I've had 13 great years in the NFL. I accomplished more than what I ever thought I would, and I just appreciated playing good football. And and appreciate watching it even more now. That's the reason I was able to sit out 2016, even though I did want to play, but I didn't get the opportunity. But I was a fan on Sundays like I was when I was a kid, and that right there was kind of the breaking point in which I felt like I can move on into other things in my life.
Mr. Blank talked about the letter that you
And
penned.
I would say the opportunity that Michael has now to move forward, just like much like myself, what is his legacy going to be? What's going to be written on his tombstone at some point 50, 60, 70 years from today? A lot of what he'll do the next 30, 40, 50 years of his life is going to write that story. And in my view, it's going to be a beautiful story of making a difference in young people's lives and choices they're making. Because sometimes today they're not always making the best choices, and we need role models who are willing to step forward and say, I made a mistake or two or three, but I've changed and I've moved on in my life. You make the right choices now, and I think Michael Vick is doing that in a beautiful way.
Mike, real quickly, Mr. Blank talked about the letter you penned and your love affair with the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I got about 60 seconds for you. Why does Atlanta deserve the Super Bowl? What's special about that city to you?
Well, first of all, I feel like over the course of 15 years, Mr. Blank has put in all the hard work to make this organization one of the top organizations in the league, and we've seen him work tirelessly to make this organization one of the best and put him in this position. Now, they work hard. They work extremely hard for it. I felt like in writing the letter, it was just me kind of expressing myself. I started writing that letter years ago, and this was just a special moment for everybody. And to be able to watch 2 playoff games, to be there for the last game of the season, it was all I ever needed. And, the ideas started flowing again, and I just wanted to put it all back into perspective. And, without, trying to be in the spotlight, I love the position I'm in now to be able to spectate and root for a great friend of mine, a great owner, and somebody I have a lot of respect for.